Hello, welcome to the grid. Let's just take a look down to the first corner. Looks like a cul-de-sac, doesn't it? Incredible. It's a long run down there. And look at all the red T-shirts and caps. They're expecting something this afternoon. I wonder if they know the following statistics. The pole position always seems to win here. 12 of the last 16 Grand Prix, in fact, have been won from this pole position. Michael Schumacher's won 12 of the last 14 Grand Prix, his 61st pole. Last time he broke down was at this race 3 years ago. Pretty ominous, isn't it, for another Michael Schumacher victory today. But there are 6 different cars, different teams in the top 10 on the grid. First up is Juan Pablo Montoya. He's surely got a... Let's see. Juan Pablo, one question. Can you beat Michael down in the first corner? In the F3000 race yesterday, this side got away better, and he's got to go over that big white stripe. What do you think?
Well, I wouldn't mind, put it that way. You know, it's going to be hard. You know, our stars this year have been okay, not brilliant. Their stars are quite good, so, you know, we'll give it the best shot we can.
And you normally got a bit more grip on cool tyres with the Michelin, yeah?
Yeah, we'll see. You know, if we have a chance to pass him probably in the first lap.
If you don't pass him on the first lap, do you think it's over?
Well, it depends how quick they are.
That's my one question over, thanks. Oh well, got away with that one. Montoya, he's off to McLaren next year. There's a lot of change going on the grid. Kimi Räikkönen then with a good third position. He's pretty much, of course, he's staying with McLaren. Something big going on out there somewhere. Crazy. What is that? Michael Schumacher coming back onto the grid or something? Absolute. Michael Schumacher just walking to go to the toilet. That's the kind of support he's got here today. David Coulthard not on the grid. A good run for him. 4th place. Unsure of where he's going to be next year. That's kind of my problem at the moment, to sort that out for him. Alonso, he's staying with Renault, but he's going to have a new teammate. Just see if we can get one question, Fernando. Okay, it's looking quite good for you. You must be happy. 3rd row of the grid.
Yeah. Yesterday was a good qualifying for us, and I think starting 5th, I have a good opportunity to score big points.
Are you thinking of a win, or a podium would be good for you today? Win doesn't seem possible.
No, win. I think we have to see. We have to be realistic, and will be nearly impossible. But podium finish is, I think, is the maximum we can achieve today.
Good luck. We are moving on. Jarno Trulli put out a press release, unusual for a driver to put out a press release, saying he's leaving the team. He's actually quite happy about it. Basically, I've never seen a release that says I'm happy to have been fired. And I bet when he was standing on the podium in Monaco after a brilliant drive, he was not expecting to have to announce that a few races later. I don't know if Rubens Barrichello is around. He's 8th on the grid. I think he's the first car on the grid that's 2-stopping today. Rubens, you're 2-stopping today, aren't you? That's why you're so far down the grid.
Remember Gary? He used to engineer us.
Yeah, I do remember Gary well. And so are you going to swerve that question, or are you going to tell us?
No, I'm on the papers, 2-stop doesn't look good, so I have to see. I have more fuel than Michael, that's for sure, but we have to see how things goes.
Okay, good luck. Now, Rubens could have gone to Williams for next year, decided to stay at Ferrari in Michael's shadow. I think he should have moved personally, but he's hoping and praying that Michael retires, and we haven't seen any sign of that yet. Sato, he's going to be fun watching him come through the pack today. We know the crazy moves he makes. He is not yet signed up for next year. Who have we got here? Olivier Panis, he could be on the bubble at Toyota. Ralf Schumacher's gone to this team from Williams, and there's talk that Jarno Trulli is also having discussions with them at this time. Pizzonia, we've already talked to. Mark Webber, I'm pretty sure, is going to be announced at Williams in the coming week. Bernard, you okay?
Yeah, fine. And you?
Yeah. How are they going to stop Michael when he's there? Are you happy if he does?
Well, I mean, if he's such a big attraction to the Germans, why isn't the place full?
Is it not full?
It's not full because he's winning everything. We ought to take him out, give him a pension or something.
No, don't sit on the fence. Say what you think. Well, when do you think he's going to go?
Pension him off at the end of the year.
Give him a bit of yours. Do you think he's off?
I haven't got enough for him, sorry. We do it together.
All right, speak to you. I just want to try and find you. So Mark Webber going to Williams. Clean, we don't know. And finally, Jenson Button, who is over here, I can see, is fixed at BAR for another couple of years, just doing a bit of work on his hair. I've got a minute and a half, Jenson. Have you?
Go for it.
Right, we've talked all about your low wing settings, and I mean, I think we'll find out as this race unfolds just what a brilliant job you did in qualifying. But now I'm down here with you. It's a long way back, mate.
It is, isn't it? You don't realise until you're back here, but I'm not too worried. I think we've got a good car. Probably the best car I've had in the last few races, so I'm excited.
Now, have you got to take some risks on the first lap?
Well, a few, but I mean, it's a long race, and I think our car is going to be very consistent, so there's no use going too crazy.
Now, you had some stuff pulled off your car that you came to the race with that should have given you a performance advantage. How do you, as a driver, just keep your head out of all of that stuff?
Well, obviously, I was a bit annoyed on Friday evening, but you just got to get on with it, and we knew we had a good car here anyway, and even without it, we're running very well, so it's very positive.
In your mind's eye, have you got a podium chance today, or are you just going for points?
I don't know what I'm gonna get here, but I've just got to give it everything and see what we get at the end.
Right, we're looking forward to seeing you in action. Good luck. Jim, it's time for you.
Thanks very much indeed, Martin. Pension him off. I don't think so quite yet. Gary, by the way, that was Gary Anderson now joined the media after doing a lot of jobs up and down the paddock, hasn't he, Mark Brundle? Are you seeing anything beyond a Michael Schumacher victory, pensioner or not?
I'm afraid not at this point in time, because the durability is there with the Bridgestone tyres. Ferrari, as we heard, you know, his car hasn't broken down for so long, and he's outstanding in terms of race pace, and that's the big thing. They've all caught up on the grid, but when it comes to this Sunday afternoon, his race pace is extraordinary.
Barrichello could be two stopping, but Montoya's saying he wants to do something on the very first lap. He wants to get to him early.
He has to get to him early, Jim. He has to be at the, nudge him a little bit aside there when they go into turn one and force a bit of a gap and make sure he gets in the lead. And if he does, he can maybe take the advantage of those Michelin tyres, will operate a lot earlier, a lot quicker, and then the Bridgestone takes a little bit longer to get up to pace. But, it's going to be a tough one off the first row there.
Absolutely. We really get bombarded with Michael Schumacher statistics. He is going flat out for win number 11 in F1 2004. The 6th win on the bounce, his 81st, but only the 3rd at his home race. And the added incentive, just to remind you, of possibly clinching the Constructors' crown. We have had big accidents at the first corner. Montoya looking to get to Schumacher early, relishing the wheel-to-wheel battles. He monstered Schumacher on home turf last year. The vastly improved McLarens, we've just seen the Renaults, they are always quickest off the grid. And how about Jenson Button preparing a charge from midfield? The German Grand Prix comes next.